At the Dragon Ball FighterZ World Tour 2018/19 finals, it was announced that CyberConnect 2, the creators of the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm series and Asura's Wrath, would be making a Dragon Ball Z RPG under the name Project Z, with the full name of the project revealed at Microsoft's E3 2019 press conference. Now that the game is out of the dojo, will it be something for longtime Dragon Ball fans as well as non-Dragon Ball fans like me that are unfamiliar to the franchise? Welcome to the HUD everyone, I'm Zacharoni, and today I'll be your waiter who will be going through some of the features the game has to offer. So without further ado, please be seated, and here are the toppings on Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. True warriors are always in a never-ending search for the ultimate battle, just so they can prove how much they improved and hope to surpass the unexpected. That one warrior is Goku, a Saiyan who has been sent to Earth from a dying home planet, Vegeta, Planet Vegeta. Darn these Superman origin ripoffs. Anyway, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is a retelling of the Z series, starting from the Saiyan saga right up to the Majin Buu saga that presents itself like a TV series. Except for the Gala Jr. saga, no one talks about that one. That means you get to re-experience, or experience for the new people out there, memorable fights from the show to see Goku's journey to become the strongest fighter in the universe. While the game didn't feature any new plot twists that alter the franchise, it did fill in unanswered questions that were not seen in the manga or anime, adding extra stories that can only be found in Kakarot. Plus, there are collectibles that can be found in the game that shed some moments from the original Dragon Ball series, for those who are unfamiliar with Goku's pastime on Earth, and boy, wait till you find out how many full-course meals he ate when he was a little Gohan. Unlike past Dragon Ball games where they are just one-on-one fighters, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is an action RPG where the battles played like a fighting game, set in open-world environments that you can travel to from the map menu, or the Dragon Radar as they like to call it. However, there are some moments where you can return to previous areas until certain key moments are finished, like Planet Namek in the Frieza saga. When you start a new game, you are put in the combat tutorial that shows you how to play, and then you are tasked on collecting ingredients for Chi-Chi, no bra joke by the way, to proceed. After that, you switch from playing as Goku to Piccolo, where your main objective is presented with an orange exclamation point. The game presents itself in sagas where you are presented with fights against single or groups of enemies that you must win to proceed through the story. And as you progress through the story, you constantly change characters and unlock new areas to explore, and at the end of each story mission, you are given a letter rating on how well you did. Plus, there are side missions that are highlighted in blue that featured characters from the original Dragon Ball series, but they can only be played if you have the right playable character that is assigned to it. Each side mission requires you to fetch something for them, or defeat a certain number of enemies for them, and your reward for completing them is XP, and sometimes a soul emblem of a certain character that you can use in the community board to give you stat boosts throughout the adventure. There are 7 community boards to experiment with, and they level up every time you give them gifts. Plus, if you link certain characters next to each other, you'll level up the community more quickly, and you get to hear extra dialogue from them. You can also hunt wildlife and collect ingredients to make meals at shops that will not only restore your health, but will also give your characters a stat boost as well. And if you head back to Chi-Chi's place with the meals and some ingredients, then she'll make a full course meal that gives you an even greater stat boost compared to regular meals. Finally, after completing a set number of sagas, you can hunt down the Dragon Balls that are scattered all over the Earth. And once you collect all 7, you can ask Shinra for money to spend at the shops, obtain rare items that might be difficult to get, or revive any of the bosses that you can face again, but more tougher. Then after the witch is done, the Dragon Balls are temporarily gone for 20 minutes real world time, and then you can collect them again that are scattered in new locations. From the colourful buildings of Wet City to the green wasteland of Planet Namek, the game presents itself with 3D anime-style graphics with fully made cinematics, which is all powered by Unreal Engine 4 that runs at 60 frames per second on PC with loading times lasting around 10 seconds. The sound effects like characters charging up and firing projectiles are all taken from the show, along with Sensu Kiyoshi's soundtrack that featured the intro music of the original version. Sorry Cartoon Network old-timers, it doesn't have an option to switch to the Western intro song, if anyone remembers that of course. The cast of the Funimation dub of Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, GT, Kai, and Super all reprised their roles as their individual characters. For example, Colleen Clinkenbeard, who voiced Kid in Teen Gohan in Kai, returns to voice him, along with Monica Rial, who voiced Bulma in Kai and Super, and Damon Mills, who was the new voice for Frieza in Super. Plus, at the end of each saga, credits of the voice actors and actresses are displayed in the top right corner, which ends with Goku voicing over what's the next saga is going to be, without the deep voice narrator that says, "Next time on Dragon Ball Z." Yeah, I know that's awful, but I'm just giving you an example of what I'm talking about, so don't judge me. As for options, you can change the voices from English to Japanese, turn cinematic subtitles on and off, and alter the volume for background music, sound effects, voices, and video. While PC players can change the screen resolution from 640 to 3840, set anti-aliases from FXAA to Tempo AA, or just turn it off, alter the shadow quality from medium, high, or max, or just turn it off, activate VSync, set window mode to full screen, borderless, or normal window, and altering the internal rendering resolution from 70 to 200. When exploring the world of Dragon Ball, you can super run, jump, and fly at your own heart's content, but most of the time you'll be fighting against robots, Cybermen, and Frieza's goons. And this is CyberConnect 2's main goal: make the fights feel like the series is based on. So here's what they come up with. The battle presents itself as a one-on-one fighter, where the camera is behind the playable character, and you can only move them forward and backwards, strafe left and right, dodge in any direction, and move up or down while holding down the right trigger or E or C key. The main target in front is always locked onto them, with their health bar displayed on the top right corner, and wherever they go, the camera will always follow them wherever you are above them or underneath them. But when facing multiple enemies, you can switch targets with the right analog stick or the mouse wheel, and by pressing them, you can cancel the lock on target and just flee from the battle if it gets too much for you. For attacking enemies, you can do a one-button attack combo, fire projectiles from afar, and do super attacks like a Kamehameha that is tied to a face button or key in the command menu when holding the left shoulder button or key. However, using projectiles and super attacks will use up your ki gauge, which is displayed underneath the health bar on the bottom right corner. Luckily, you can refill it by holding down a button or key, but this will leave you wide open, so you have to use it wisely in battle. As you deal or take damage, the tension gauge will fill, which is displayed next to the character's head on the bottom right corner. And once it's full, along with the ki gauge, you can enter a state that will slightly increase your stat power, do unique attacks, cancel super attacks and combos into other actions, and chain together attacks you normally can't do in the game. You can block incoming attacks from enemies, especially when they're in a red state when they can't be interrupted. But don't be blocking too much, otherwise you'll be temporarily stunned for a few seconds. But if you press a button or key at the right time while blocking, then you can push them back for a quick breather, or teleport right behind them for a surprise attack. Finally, there are transformations that give you an increase in attack power just by holding down both triggers or the tab key, and then selecting one from the command menu. The only downside when using them is that they'll slowly deplete your health, so you have to use them at the right time to get the job done. While you'll be doing the fighting with one character, there are moments where you'll be given help from your allies or when you are exploring the world. You can have up to 2 characters in your group, and each of them have their own abilities that you can command with the right shoulder button, like Krillin, who can use Solar Flare to stun enemies for a few seconds. But once you use an ability, you can't use it again until their faces on the right are brightened up again. Plus, they got a circle gauge around them as well, and once it's full, you can do an all-out attack with them by pressing both shoulder buttons at the same time. As you explore each area, you can obtain Z-orbs that can be used to improve your character's attacks and unlocks new super attacks for the playable characters as well. However, you can't just unlock the super attacks straight away. You first have to find training ground missions where you face versions of Dragon Ball heroes and villains, but you need a set amount of D coins that are hidden in the environment before you can do these training ground missions. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot will cost you £49.99 at retail and digitally. That requires 40 GB of storage that comes with 42 achievements and trophies, with a platinum as well. Those who pre-order the game will receive a new side quest, a cooking item that gives you a permanent melee attack and HP stat boost, and early access to the training menu where you can fight against a new original character designed by Akira Toriyama named Boyayu. I hope I pronounced those last two names correctly. But if you didn't pre-order it, then you can download the extra content all in one for £3.99. As for future content, CyberConnect 2 will release 2 original episodes and a new story in the future. Plus, you can get the Season Pass for early access to the DLC that costs you £19.99, or you can get it in the Deluxe Edition at retail or digitally. That costs you £64.99 that comes with the pre-order items as well. Finally, there is the Ultimate Edition that costs you £74.99 at digital that comes with everything I said, along with a music compilation pack that comes with 11 additional songs from the anime and a replaceable rideable cloud known as the Tayo Pai Pai Pillow. Well, that's some of the features I can talk about right now, but if there are some that I have missed, let me know in the comments, and I hope this will give you an idea of what you'll be getting for your money. Check back with me later, and I'll tell you what I think of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot and all the other games I've been playing in a completed menu. And if you like what you see, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Plus, stay in touch on my Twitter page, link in the description down below. But until then, I'm Zacharoni. Enjoy your pizza, and I'll see you next time.